Okay, so let's install the heavy duty pet screening. And it is heavy duty. Comes 36 by 84 heavy duty pet screening. You cannot tear this by hand. Cannot. I defy somebody to rip that by hand. Kicking it out of the frame, well, that's possible, but you will not tear the material anyways. Alright, so we take the spline out of the old screen. Get the old screen out. Spin this around so I can get to the other edge. Getting these out, 5-in-1 works okay. A nail set works actually really good, but I don't have it handy right now. A very small nail set. You don't want to use an awl because you could stab your hand, but an awl would do it also if you're very careful. Okay, get all this dude out, and this tubing is called the spline. And the spline that we're using on this is 0.140. 0.140. Bingo. There is our splining. This screen is garbage. All right. Sounds kind of silly, but be careful opening the package. Don't run your knife like this and score the material, because that's stupid. Boom. Now, there's the product. And I mean, stuff it. Forget it. You're not damaging that, at least with a tear factor. Now, if you kick this hard enough while it's installed in the frame, yeah, maybe the spline will come loose, or definitely the door will come off the tracks. And this screen is so very strong that you have to be very careful how you do the tension on it. The tension has to be perfect. Otherwise it won't come out flat. It'll have wrinkles and things in it. And it's best to always start at the handle. It's best to start at the handle, because this bump messes you up if you have the fabric going over the top of that. Homeowners think this is easy, but yeah, I guess it's easy if you do it poorly, but takes skill if you do it nicely. But yes, most homeowners can do this with a reasonable amount of care and patience and good common sense. All right, so we make sure this is square, and you got to make sure that the reveal stays the same. The reveal is the fact that it's laying flat and going straight. That's all part of having your tension come out right. Okay, then you use the roller side for creasing it. First you crease where the spline is going to go. This helps a lot. Creasing it into its track. Not so much on regular screening, but definitely on this product. It helps to tell this where you want it to go from the beginning. There. And then I look down the line, and yes, we're basically straight. Okay, looks like approximately 1 inch is sticking up. Now we go for the spline. Start at the corner, put the spline in. Now you use the other side. This has like a track inside of it so that it rolls along the top of the and pushes it in. There it goes. It takes a little bit of pressure. And this is where homeowners and myself get in trouble, because it's easy to slip and have your hand go onto the screen side, and then you rip the piece of screen you're working on. So then you got to start over again. And usually that happens when you are near the end, because it would be too nice if it happened in the beginning so you could just fix a small piece. It usually happens at the end when you're almost done. This heavy-duty screening really takes a lot of care to push this in tightly. It's a real struggle to get it in there. I think I might like my plastic one better. Yeah, I do like that better. A little bit better. No, it's a struggle getting this pet screen in. Because first of all, the fabric is so much heavier. It's a good tricep workout. Believe me, you do 5 or 6 of these in the day, you will feel it. Definitely I feel it in my elbow right now, not in a good way. Yeah, it's definitely a fight to get this in there. But I always come out the winner because of patience. You gotta have patience. Actually, the old spline that was in here is a little bit heavier than this, but I'm glad I'm using a little bit smaller spline. because I would never get that wide spline in there with this thick mesh. Alright, so let's cut this guy off. Boom. Tuck my corner in nicely with the corner with the 5-in-1. Get in there. Boom. So the Anderson door tracks are not continuous. They go in a straight line and then they continue to there. So you have to cut your splines off and start over again. All right. Now's where all the tension comes into play. I'm going to go do the opposite side. Normally you just roll around the entire screen with regular screening. But in this case, it turns out much better to work from the other side to get your tension right. All right. This part is key. Definitely be careful with your knife. Keep that closed. Okay, same story. Crease this in there with tension. Crease that in there with tension. Then when I put the spline, it'll get that much tighter. Keep the tension moving in one direction. Kind of on, your tension always wants to be going like this from, you know, straight, but still. See, I'm noticing a tension issue over here. Sometimes you got to pick up your corners to get them happy. That's all right though. The corners always get a little bit strange. I'm not going to worry about that too much just yet because I can pick up the spline over there and correct it. All right, basically we're lying flat. Got a little bit of a wrinkle situation here. Yeah, if I pick up this corner, I can take that out. Perfect. Not much different than doing carpet or wallpaper. That's why I like doing this. All right, here we go. Let's spline this side. That's tight. You don't want a ridiculous amount of tension. You want it to be taut, but not like humming taut, because over time, if you put it too tight, it could try to sneak its way out of the spline, and that's not something you want to happen. I'm wondering if this would be happier using the 125 spline. See what this feels like. I like that much better. not just for the wrestling factor, but it seats all the way to the bottom. Yeah, no, this is the wrong size spline. That's too tight. All right, 125 is going to work best on this. Each door frame is kind of different. The space in the track. That's nice. All right, let's get this 125 in there. Beautiful. Seats all the way to the bottom. It's still hard to push in, so it's tight enough. Yeah, every door is different, even though this is an Andersen door. I had one yesterday that wasn't nearly the struggle that this is. That's in there. Nice tension. Yeah, it is definitely a wrestling match. My arm is burning. Okay, we're almost there. Tension, good. Beautiful. No, that's appropriate tension. You're not getting that screen out of there. Okay, that's to the bottom. Oh. Now you see with regular screen, if your hand slipped the wrong way, you would have just ruined your job and be starting over. That's not fun. But you still got to be patient because you got to do it the second time without ripping it. If you try to do it faster, you're going to make another mistake. So, patience always pays off. Good. That corner's in perfect. This corner's in perfect. Might as well cut it while it's lying like this. Okay, just put a little point out on the knife. Make sure you stay against there. And we're good. It's okay to leave your corners a little bit full because that's the weakest point, is your corners. So leaving a little extra material sticking out is actually desirable, even if it's not aesthetically pleasing. If you think the customer's going to be fussy about it, well, you just cut it off. But I'm doing a pet screen, so we want this to be as strong as possible. As strong as possible means you leave a little bit extra in the corners. There it goes. Oh yeah, that's tight. Breaking the golden rule. I have my knife in my hand while I'm moving the screen around. This is the side with the really fat spline. And I guess it's a good thing that it's extra super tight on the handle side, because your hand can bump into it a lot on the handle side, so there's no harm in that. But the other side with the smaller spline screen is pushed in deeper, so I have no doubts that this is super tight and is going to stay in there forever. It would take really brutal attack on this to kick it out of this frame. And you're not just going to rip it unless you went at it with a knife. Okay. Where's my... No, this is definitely more difficult to put in than regular screen. Like a homeowner would seriously be challenged on this. And if you don't put it up on a table and you're doing this on the floor, your knees are going to be screaming at you about this. Especially if you don't have knee pads on, you're just kneeling on the floor. Oh yeah. That is tight. No way that's coming out. Okay, there's the corner getting finished. Tension is everything on this one. Done. All right, stupid bags of cement I put in here yesterday has cement dust on the screen. Okay, thank God that brush is off. I gotta clean that dusty stuff off of there. All right, got a little bit of a tweak to do here. It's always a good idea to really inspect the screen before you ask the customer to inspect it, because if they see something wrong with it, then they're going to wonder about the integrity of the whole thing. So if it looks perfect when you say all done, they don't look any further. But if you find something glaring, then they'll say, well, why did this guy even miss that? Look how obvious it is. It's because you didn't check. Okay, let's give this another inspection. Okay, that corner looks very full over there. That might bring up a question. You want it to be full, but not looking messy. That's in. That's in. That looks a little messy over here. Time for a new blade. Time for a new blade. There we go. That corner needs help. Put the blade away. I don't know how many times I had a knife in my hand and cut the face of the screen. And you use all of your choice curse words because you can't believe you're that stupid and just did that. But hopefully we get smarter. Hopefully. There, that didn't even need a trim, it just needed a good tuck. That's it, we're ready for inspection. Oh my goodness, look at the track. The track is falling off over there. It's working perfectly, but it'd be prudent if I snap this back in. Oh, there it goes.